Hey, it's Andrew,
And Carina.
and today's random holiday is.
National Ride the Wind Day.
Woo! Well, I don't know what that is, but I guess it means throw paper airplanes,
And it's probably celebrated by like going on a plane,
riding
hot
hot
air
air
balloons.
balloons, with all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about work.
Yay! The thing that everyone loves.
Yeah. Specifically, first time work experiences.
Yes, because we both. Well, I'm 18. You're
19.
so we're both like new into working. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that stuff. Craziness.
So my first work experience was actually this summer where I worked at a summer day camp for kids, and it was kind of crazy because I'm not really used to being around kids because I'm the only child. So I was kind of like, when everyone started crying, I'm like, oh, it's okay, here. But it was really fun, and even though I was dead tired every day, at the end of the day, well, I would just be like, oh, I like the kids and I miss them. I would miss them when I would go home. Now that I'm not working, I miss them.
So my first work experience was
Your first worst experience?
My first work experience was only 3 days long. Well, it was like 3 days of work, but within a week. I worked at a dining hall at my college. I stopped, I guess, to focus more on school because I would work during the nights more. It'd be like 3-hour shifts only. Like, it was good because I made money, but I didn't really enjoy it, and I was like, no, I should more focus more on school right now since my first year, all that stuff. And I was like, yeah. I was like, so I quit, and then they didn't say anything. They're like, okay. And I was like, yay! But with working, there's like also the hard. I feel like it's harder part, like with the interviews before and the resumes and all that stuff.
Yeah, all that.
Like that part is a lot more difficult.
So definitely want to have a resume, and there's tons of templates online. There's tons and tons and tons, and it looks kind of complicated, but
it's not that hard.
Yeah, as long as you know where you volunteered, maybe any past work experiences or awards you got in school, put that on there.
Or you can,
anything that's relevant.
Yeah, or you can even like exactly copy and paste a resume from online, and then just fill out everything with your information. Like,
yeah.
So it could be like the same thing. So it's more appealing to people. A lot of people probably do that.
Yeah, and also very important. Some say more important than the resume is the interview. So there, the employer actually gets to talk to you, and you walk in, you shake their hand, you're like,
oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Make sure you give a firm handshake.
Oh yeah,
not like
they were like,
yeah. So you got to do that, and you got to make sure right away you're like, here's my resume if they haven't already seen it, and then they'll ask you questions, and you just remain calm and make sure you're not redundant, and make sure you're yourself.
yeah.
Don't try to be someone you're not, because what if they hire you and you're like, oh, right here it says you were proficient in Excel, and they put you to work in Excel, and you're like, I didn't do this. Yeah. Also, don't have a weird voicemail. Like, don't have like a Beyonce song like playing for like a few seconds and then you can leave a message, because that's not professional. Or any kind of weird emails.
If I was an employer, I'd like that, but
Yeah, not all employers.
Yeah.
And just be yourself.
Yeah.
Above all, be yourself. And if you like the job, that's great. Like, if you get hired, that's great. And if you don't like it, well, like Andrew, like you can quit. There's always a choice to stay or leave. And it's up to you.
There's always more jobs out there. People are always looking for other people to work.
Yeah.
So you find what you're happy with, what you enjoy, and you go do it.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, first jobs, usually you don't enjoy them very much just for money, because you're kind of young, you want to go out. But for money and experience, it's good.
Yeah.
Because later on, you'll be like, oh, I worked here. And if your boss really liked you, then they're going to they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this worker was really great. They would come in on time and.
Yeah, or if you have any more questions specifically, you could ask us in the comments. Even though we're like just beginning, we just want to give you our point of view because even if you're just beginning, it could be helpful. So if you liked all the advice, anything, let us know. And all that other good stuff, subscribe, comment, like, whatever. Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.